What's up guys, NepentheZ here, bringing you my trading tips video. In my last few live streams, I've been getting a lot of requests as to how I make so many coins. And basically I'm going to show you a bit more in detail in this video how I do that. I'm just showing you at the start here the players that I've got in my trade pile that I've actually bought throughout the last sort of 10 minutes. And as you can see, the coins there in the corner, 201,000. I did have some stuff on the trade pile for sale that's not included in this video, and I also had some stuff that didn't sell after the first round of sales. So basically, what I'm going to do is show you how I find who I find. As you see there, I've gone for English Barclays Premier League players, and basically all I do, the reason why there's a pause on all the people that I bid on, is because I'm checking with the Ultimate Team database, which I'll leave the link in the description, the average price of the player. Now, I've actually found out that the average price of the player in the Ultimate Team database isn't always 100% correct. And as you can see here with Gabriel Agbonlahor, I buy quite a few of him, around 4 or 5 throughout this episode, for around 5,000 to 6,000 coins, because the Ultimate Team database told me that he was worth 7,100 coins, so I thought I was making a profit. Turns out his average price is actually about 5,000 to 5,500 coins. So I made a loss, I think, on all the Agbonlahors that I bought due to the EA tax. Even there, as you see, I bought him for 6,200 coins. I made about 1,000 coin loss on him. If I just read back, yeah, I made an 800 coin loss on that Gabriel Agbonlahor. And a few other players I actually made a very small loss on due to the EA tax. But in general, this is how you go about it. You go for open bids to make profits. You do not go and hit buy it nows. The only way you're going to make profit on buy it nows is if you go to the 59th minute and wait for those super deals to come through. And they come through so few and so far between because there's so many people doing them. The best way, in my opinion, to make profit on players is the exact method that I'm showing now. Now you can do this, you can set your parameters to anything for this. You can set your formation to one of the popular formations, i.e. 4-4-2, 4-1-2-1-2, 4-2-2-2, 2-2-2-2, or just, you know, a good formation to try and get a good player in a good formation for cheap. As you can see here, I bought quite a few players. I got Gareth Barry there for 800 coins, Ashley Young for 43,000 coins. The database actually told me he sells for around 49,000, but I only managed to sell him for, well, Young, 45,000. So I made a 2,000 coin profit, but the 5% tax is on the 45,000, not on the 2,000 profit. So 5% of 45,000 is 2,250 coins. So I actually made a loss of 250 coins on that Ashley Young. I tend to, like, usually I don't trade the Barclays Premier League, and I've shown you guys the Barclays Premier League because I don't want to show you my exact leagues and trading techniques because I will not be able to make as many coins. But in this, like, literally I do one cycle of the, excuse me, I've got hair in my mouth. I do one cycle of the trade pile, and in that cycle I will announce exactly how much profit I make at the end, but I make a good amount of profit. Obviously, I spent a lot of coins. My total spend for the amount of people that I bought was 217,900 coins, which is a lot because obviously I bought quite a few players worth quite a lot, i.e. the Ashley Young there was worth, I bought for 43,000. I also bought a few more players that you're going to see for quite a large amount. I bought Andy Carroll there, 1,900 coins. Kyle Walker, 5,200 coins. That was an absolute steal. He sells for around 8,000 coins. Got Gary Cahill for 1,100 coins, he sells for around double that. And Agbonlahor there for 5,200, I probably didn't make any profit on him again. Basically just showing you all the people that I bought and how much I paid for. And Daniel Sturridge I paid 6,900 coins for. I can't shift him yet, he's still in my trade pile, I'm unable to sell him. And Ashley Young there, 43,000. I think you saw as well, I got Ashley Cole for 24,250. And I had a bit more space in my trade pile over the next few minutes, so I just went into the trade piles and found good deals. But again, guys, you've got to get these deals in open bids. As you can see there, I've got an open. Oh, I've got the Ashley Cole there now. Got an open bid for these players. Open bid for Theo Walcott for 16,000. and I managed to eventually shift him for 18,500. I've made around 1,000 coin profits on that. Now the big players that I've been trading there, I don't know why I was doing it. It's not the best way to make profit, guys, because if you pick up someone worth 20,000 or more, you've got to remember you're going to be losing 1,000 coins profit minimum on your 5% tax. So if you buy someone for 20,000, you need to sell them for 23 to 25,000 to make a decent amount of profit. But if you buy someone around 2,000 or 3,000 coins, you only need to sell them for 3,000 or 4,000 coins to make around the same sort of profit. So I've got Ashley Cole here. I picked up for 24,250, which was an amazing deal. The web app says he sells for 30,000 coins. But with the web app, guys, not the web app, sorry, apologies, the Ultimate Team database, just cross-reference the database with the current bids. Don't take what the database gives you as absolute golden, because sometimes it is wrong, because it takes some of the trades from the very first few days as well to give you an average price. Now, if somebody sold Agbonlahor, for example, for 10,000, like if the first 50 of him sold for 10,000 and the next 50 of him sold for 5,000, his average price will be 7,500 coins. But it's a little bit misleading to how much he's actually worth. So make sure you're very aware of how much each player costs. I didn't really do too much recon on the British Premier League before I went into this, but I just wanted to show you guys just how easy it is to make profit on these players. Now, obviously, I had a lot of coins to start with, so it's very easy for me to buy a lot of players for good deals. But I've had to work my way up from that. You guys asked me how much do I roughly make. I usually make around 20,000 coins an hour. 20,000 coins a turnover. So each trade pile turnover, I'll make around 20,000 coins. But sometimes that's different. Like sometimes I manage to get some absolute steals and make 30 or 40,000, and sometimes I make some mistakes, as I've done with this British Premier League trade pile turnover, and end up losing some coins. Sometimes I lose coins in a trade pile. More often than not, I make at least 5,000 to 10,000 coins. As you see there, I've got Kaka for 40,500, another Kyle Walker for 5,300, and Joe Hart for 9,200 coins. So now, I'll take you into the sales, guys. I just wanted to show you my trade pile beforehand again. I've got 227,000 coins now because I sold the Mycon that was there for 50,000, and everything else is just finished except the Mycon Liete. And then I listed everything, but I just wanted to show you the Kaka that I bought there for 40,500, and the Joe Hart for 9,200 coins, and the Kyle Walker for, I think I got that Kyle Walker for 5,300. And as the video comes to a close, showing you how much each one sold for, I will tell you, as I say, on the ones that did sell, because a few didn't, like 3 didn't, I spent 217,900 coins. I sold the total amount of those players for 241,850 coins. So that's a raw profit of 23,950. But the EA tax on the 241,000, because it's 5% on that, was 12,000. So I made an actual profit of 11,858 coins. So that's not a bad deal for one turnover. And obviously I made massive errors with Agbonlahor, which probably cost me in the region of 6,000 or 7,000. And also Kaka I barely made money on, and Ashley Young I lost a little bit of money on. So if you guys just make sure you get the cheap players, any players like you saw there, like Tom Huddleston, I got for 700, sold for 1,700. The 5% on 1,700 is absolute minimal. I would have made around 900 coins on him. If you, like, that's just one player. You don't even need many coins to do that. You can trade those small players a lot at the start, which is exactly what I did to make a good amount of profit. I lost connection to the EA servers there, so I'm going to end the video here, guys. I'm going to upload another trading video eventually. Hopefully this is giving you a lot of help. So as always, guys, hit that like button, it helps a lot. Favourite the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.